Shaking for me, Claire. Let's move the shake back. Let's have some whoops and hollers there. Let's have some Mexican wave. Let's bring it down. Let's have some whoops, hollers, high kick. Please welcome to stage our Golden Gun winner for rugby, Matt Cummins.
It's going to ruin all your hard work with the mic stand there, Dan, sorry. Oh, you're gunslingers, how's it going? Nice one. Okay, cool. After the enigmatic Bentage he's just taken and literally wrecked the stage, I feel like I've got to work quite hard to get you all on my side and make you believe that I'm the kind of caring, sensitive individual that you really want to root for. So I'm going to do a poem about my mum. That's the correct response, thank you. This is called Sorry I'm a Bit Rubbish. I get told that I'm outgoing, and I owe that to my family because it's their unwavering support that's let me grow into the man I've come to be. But I can't deny I've been a little selfish in the way I see commitments forged in blood, yet I've been lax, almost contact-free. Forgetting all the little things like ringing Gran on Thursdays or dropping mum an email that might just brighten up her worst days. These little acts ain't much to ask, and yet I fail, despite my intellect. Ending up just penning bars instead of trying to reconnect. Too lost in life to ever remember family members' birth dates, so it's always bloody flowers interflora. They're my best mates. I guess I kind of wanted to try and pen an apology for all the things I take for granted after all the love you've shown to me, and though I may not be the perfect son, please know that you moulded me. The values and the principles that once you had bestowed on me, I hold those dear, still now. They're the foundations that I've built upon. The founding precepts of my worldview, all inherited from one amazing mum. She taught me young that it takes a bigger man to walk away, instilling a gentle pacifism I carry with me to this day. She said religion, that was a personal decision. And though she may believe in God, she's still not angry about my atheism. But it wasn't until I flew the nest and met realities of rent and debt that I got enough perspective to really, actually, finally get why sometimes the answer, it had to be no. Why sometimes I'd cross lines and she'd wanted to show the way my selfish actions eroded her soul because she was struggling hard just to eke out cash flow. Raising two teenagers mostly all on her own because my father died young. And my stepdad was a prick. Left a lumber with a mortgage when he took off with his kid. Now, it was many years hence when my mother and me, we were hanging on the patio taking late evening tea. That's a mug, 2 sugars and some milk, you see. Complemented the spliff we just sparked perfectly because I converted her in Amsterdam. Since it helps with her arthritic knee. Plus, smoking up with parents is just a giggle, undeniably. We were chatting about those little things of little consequence, that rambling, giggly, silly talk of those whose follicles bear evidence of indulgence in a very specific herbal homegrown remedy. As a painkiller, there's very little that can match up to its efficacy. But what's important for this tale is its indisputable tendency to promote an openness not often found within society, an ability to express just how you feel and how you might just see things differently from those around, end up debating openly. And so I saw a chance to broach a topic that had gnawed at me relentlessly, this single, seemingly unfathomable quandary. How when I'd stumbled many times, just simply trying to support a meagre life of frozen pizzas, roll-ups, beers, and little more. How somehow she'd given both of us near everything we'd asked. Within reason, we never went without what we desired within our hearts. Well, it was then, right there on weathered tiles, that finally she turned to me. She said, if you want to know the truth, I'll tell it nothing less than truthfully. How I provided for you both, well, that was really just through diligently giving up most things for me and my son. I did that willingly. Worked for many years, a lot more hard than you can probably start to comprehend, and for 18 of them, not a penny on myself did I once spend. Now, I'm paraphrasing here, because my mum, she ain't a wordsmith, which isn't to say she isn't eloquent and quite significantly learned. But I felt I had to add onto her words dramatic emphasis because I wanted her to feel just how I'd felt about her selflessness. The gravity of what she'd done, that hit me like a truck. Because see, I realised this woman, she'd given up her life for me. Put my needs before her own, and she'd invested with no guarantee that I would grow into a man who would be worthy of her legacy. So whenever I list my heroes, I always count from 3 to 1. It goes Sage Francis, Bill Hicks, and at the top, there sits my mum, because she's always stuck beside me throughout everything I've done. I'm just sorry sometimes I'm rubbish at being a good son. Thank you very much. She quite liked that poem. She was a tiny bit mortified that I told 200 random strangers that she smoked weed, but I keep telling her she's never going to meet you, so it's fine. In perhaps what might be the smoothest segue in spoken word history, I'm going to move from a poem about my mum to a poem about sex. I have to make 2 points about this. One, please avoid any internal juxtaposition of the imagery between my first poem and my second poem, and I will be checking, so please, just don't. It's for my good and your own. Secondly, when you're doing poetry, it's very good to make eye contact with people in the audience, but that's really not good when you're doing a poem about sex. It becomes quite awkward and quite weird, so I'm going to do my very best kind of tube stare, staring into the middle distance, not actually making eye contact with any of you in order to avoid that. So this is called What It Is. We half doze, side by side in shared 2 a.m. stillness on that blissful boundary between reality and fiction. Here, imagination takes the wheel, and so as reel upon unreal of half-recalled imagery flickers before my closed eyes, I smile audibly. And you hear it. You always do. And in an effort to share this sweet-found truth, you softly inquire, what is it? What is it? I guess it's laying beside you in bed. It's reassuring, steady breath on the nape of my neck. It's that gentle graze of toe down the contours of my inner leg. It's the sweet, possessive squeeze of your embrace. It's the playful chuckle as you kiss that place you know always makes me giggle. It's the practiced familiarity of roaming fingertips as they trace bumps, grooves and lines that they have travelled countless times before. It's how these dedicated, dexterous explorers of my off-self-deplored physique have long since learned to seek its most poignant points of interest. It's how they seem to adore the parts of me I like to fret at half-steam bathroom mirrors over. And then it's that look in your eyes, holding 1,000 syllables I shall not share within these lines, because those words, those are yours and mine. The lexicon of those glances and unspoken language meant for you and I. And then it's that moment where intangible spark flickers twixt us, where love is engulfed by lust, and it must be now, and then it's scrambling for light switches. It's hastily shed clothing we leave swinging from the light fixtures. It's divine mixture of the feral and the heartfelt as our hearts pound out frantic rhythms that synchronize, rise and abate alongside our ragged respiratory rates. It's passion. It's intensity. It's a desperate, urgent energy that builds and builds and builds until for one perfect moment, this is the only thing happening in our world. It's how I cling as though you might try and escape as we shudder in each other's love-wrought embrace just one more time. It's eventual eyes opening in half-hooded post-coital bliss and seeing that smile. You know the one. That smile you save. The one we all keep locked away day to day and only trade with our lovers in these sacred moments. It's how I know that my expression's a reflection of what yours is. It's how we always laugh when it's finished. As carnal drives diminish until exhaustion and elation squabble lackadaisically for supremacy, it always amazes me how previously vital urges swiftly seem just so damn funny. So I guess that's what it is, honey. And for a second, I think about telling you this, of confessing these visions of amorous bliss, but it's gone 2 a.m. So I silence my lips, kiss softly, roll over. It's too late for this. Thank you very much, thanks again.